Stopped trains, rough crossings. People in Terre Haute have had a tough summer when it comes to railroads, but some relief is in sight. News 10's John Swanner has some good news and bad news when it comes to railroad crossings. And as we turn to John, what can you tell us about this?
Well, Mike, I can tell you the city, has a tentative schedule from CSX Railroad on when that company plans on fixing railroad crossings, like the one you see behind me here at 10th and a half and Poplar. That's the good news. Of course, this means we, the motoring public, are going to have to avoid streets like Poplar when that crossing becomes fixed. But hopefully, in the end, this means our rides around town will be smoother ones. There's nothing more frustrating than a train blocking the crossings for a long period of time. Imagine then the frustration Northside residents had when this train blocked crossings for at least a couple of days. Then when we're finally able to cross the tracks, we're greeted with rough crossings. The city says it's fielded many complaints and have passed those along to CSX Railroad.
It's our city streets that cross their private property. The railroads are responsible for the upkeep and the maintenance of the rail crossings.
Beginning around August 24th, CSX will live up to that responsibility here in Terre Haute. CSX is going to fix railroad crossings like the one found behind me, which is very rough. And then finally, what about these piles of railroad ties we've been seeing for months? Well, they're finally going to be put to good use as well.
CSX wants the motorists to be able to get across their crossings safely. They don't want anybody hung up on the tracks. They don't want any liabilities for their part either.
All right, Mike, and for a list of crossings that are going to be fixed around Terre Haute, as well as Knox and Vermilion counties, check this story on WTHI-TV.com. Here in a little bit, I'll have the complete list of crossings that are going to be fixed. And then, at the end of the month, be on the lookout for CSX crews fixing these crossings and be looking to us for detours around town that you'll need to be taking to avoid the work being done. Live at 10th and a half in Poplar and Terre Haute, I'm John Swanner. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, John.